Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Yesterday, I went to my butcher shop, and unfortunately, I only had 2 packs of the country ribs. Now, traditionally, the ribs were basically the cheap cuts, the poor man's meat that you would end up getting. And they figured out how to get great taste and great flavor out of them by seasoning them and putting them slow cooked. And so this is about $11 worth of ribs that we have here. And what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to actually use some mustard as a binder. I know some people will go crazy and things like that, but we're going to cook these this afternoon. They'll cook for about 2 hours in the smoker. And what I'm doing with this, again, this is for my local butcher that I trust. I've been eating nothing but meat from them, and I have lost 42 pounds. I am down to 232 pounds right now, and I feel 100 times better. And I've been eating foods that I love. It's just all of the extra stuff that has been killing us. Now, forgive me, my voice is a little bit rough right now. So we're going to go ahead and put the mustard on here. The mustard will help our rub stick better. Now, my rub here, I did use some brown sugar in here. I've got some garlic powder, some onion powder in here. I have smoked paprika, a little cayenne, cinnamon in here, and this will give it kind of a sweet, earthy taste, and cumin. And we're going to put plenty of this rub on here, and we're going to save a little bit more, because what's going to happen is this is going to pull out a lot of the moisture that's in the meat, and it's going to get kind of liquefied. And we want to have a little bit more to put onto it before we put it into the smoker. The nice thing about this is it will end up being kind of hands off, because I'll put them in the smoker for about 2 hours or until the internal temperature gets up in there, and I can do other things while they're smoking. The other thing I'm going to do is I actually got some wild caught salmon, just a pound of it, and I want to put that in the smoker too with some lime and salt only, and that's all I need on that. So there you can see we've got them seasoned up, and we're going to go out and we're going to do some work later on today, and we'll be back later on today, this afternoon, to go and cook these. And I think what I'm going to do is I do have a bunch of my new red potatoes that we grew here. So I'm going to make some potato salad, and I'm going to use some of the homemade mayonnaise that actually I have here, and some hard-boiled eggs. So we're eating foods that we really and truly love, but what we're doing is we're trying to get the best versions of those. And it's been working. I feel so much better. My knees don't hurt like they used to. I don't have the swelling in my ankles. My blood pressure has been reduced. My weight's down 42 pounds. I mean, 42 pounds, that's a lot. And I feel good. And I'm enjoying the food, and I don't have the hunger cravings that I used to. So eating like this is what I've been doing. So now I'm going to go out here and get some exercise on. I'm going to get my work. I've got some toilets to change and things. I'll probably end up getting in between about 8,000 and 10,000 steps during the day. And every other day, actually, we're going to try and go to the gym and do more weightlifting. Because with my knee that has no ACL, the best thing you can do for it is strength training, strengthen the muscles on there. And right now, I'm doing things I couldn't do 5 years ago on it. All right, we'll see you this afternoon. All right, so today is going to be an interesting day because we're going to do a couple of things. I got some tomatoes. They're $3 a pound from a local gardener that's down here. And I've got a bunch of peppers. I've got some onions. I'm going to go ahead and smoke the tomatoes till basically the skin gets soft. And then I'm going to take them inside and I'm going to blend them with the peppers and the onions. And this is going to be some great salsa. Oh my God, it's going to be some great salsa. So I'm going to go ahead, get the smoker going. I need to go get some more onions because I need a lot more onions because of making some potato salad for tonight for dinner. And once I finish cooking that, then I'm going to smoke my ribs for dinner. And I also have a lot of peppers that I'm going to be canning too. So a lot of work to do here at the Red Brick House. Okay, so here's what we're doing. It's about 85 degrees out here, but you know, if you want to make sure you got stuff for the winter, it's going to be, you need to take care of it when it's warm. So I have here, look at this. Look at all those peppers, the onions, and the tomatoes in there. And we've got them in here smoking. Once I finish smoking this stuff, I'm going to start smoking my country ribs. And I'm also going to go ahead and I've got potatoes cooking right now and stuff. I need to go get some garlic for my peppers that I'm going to pickle. And so we're going to get all of this stuff. We're going to have some great salsa that'll be jarred, so I won't have to worry about making it anytime soon. And the tomatoes that I bought here, I think were about $18. Bag of onions and the peppers I grew. So we'll see how many jars I get out of this versus what I buy at the store. Okay, so we are doing a bunch of things here. Look at this. This is going to be our salsa that we're making. We just finished smoking that stuff, and now my country ribs. Oh, we're gonna cook these suckers. These are gonna need to cook for a couple hours. And we have our meat eater probe on here. So when they get to 195 degrees, we'll know it. And right now, let me check my wood supply in here. I can add a couple more pieces in there. As my dad would say, that's cowboy wood. Put the big pieces in. All right. We're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna go back inside. I've already sliced up all my peppers. I just need to make my pickling juice and put the stuff in the jars. I've sterilized jars. I've got now to peel the tomatoes and put those in the food processor. So I'm gonna be canning tomatoes for salsa, and I'm going to be making pickled peppers. If you can open the door for me, because my hands are kind of full. It's warm in the kitchen. They say if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. So this, my friends, look at this. This is my salsa. No food coloring, no dye. Those tomatoes that were grown locally, some cilantro, the onions, and the homegrown peppers. We got some smoked paprika in this, garlic salt and things. And we're gonna put this in jars and we're gonna can this. Now, and over here, all my peppers. I've grown all these and we're gonna can these as well. And here is the brine, which is vinegar, water, sugar, and salt. That's it. That's all it takes. It's not a whole lot that goes into actually making real food. And so right now, I've got the ribs out there cooking, and I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff put in the jars, where I've got the jars sterilizing right now, and get this stuff in the pressure cooker for a hot water bath. And we're going to be eating on this stuff all winter. So actually, while I'm here, you have any chips left? Okay, look at that. Look at that salsa. Okay, if you can do a taste test on that for me, because I'm going to be biased. Okay, now what I'll say is, this is not a deep red color because the tomatoes, some of them were lighter colors, but that's okay. That's a real food color. So if you could taste that, Mike, real quick. And we can go ahead and get in the jars. To rock and roll. Is it spicy enough? How is it? I'm trying to get your official taste test. Good? No good? Okay. So much for his taste test. He's not very enthused.
I mean, it's good.
He said, I mean, it's good. Thank you.
That's good. You know, I like stuff more spicy.
Okay, that was the question. I can add more cayenne pepper to it.
Not much of a point that you can't ghost pepper high.
I put a jalapeno, habanero pepper in it. So he says it's not spicy enough, so I'll add a little.
For my taste bud, but might
Okay.
not. For somebody else's taste bud, it might be right.
All right. Well, I have some extra hot peppers in for the pickled ones. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go check on my ribs. All right, good people. So here's what we've been doing. I've been actually inside for the last couple of hours canning. And actually, I need to go in here and take out the salsa that I made. The peppers are already done. And I came out here to check on the ribs, and I put in the salmon. The salmon's just got salt and lime on it. And so, let's see. Let me get you a little closer. Let's get you a little closer here. 183. So we got 12 degrees to go. Oh, look at those ribs. And then we got the salmon up here that's smoking too. Okay. Yeah. So we got 20 more minutes to get there, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to go in. I made some potato salad. I didn't do the video of it. But I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to take out the salsa and show you the pepper. All right, so over there, we have our peppers. And now we have our salsa. I can only get 7 jars in here at a time. So we have 1 jar of peppers and 1 jar of salsa that we'll eat now. Now this is no preservatives, no steroids. This was food grown here. Or the tomatoes were locally from a guy who's farmer's market, where it's literally on the farm. So we got 8 things of peppers and 8 things of salsa. And that's really good. Okay. All right, so we'll let that cool down. So that's what we trying to get it in, man. We're trying to make sure we got good food, because you can't trust the food that we're getting now. You know what? If I'm going to go out and get sick or something, I'd rather go out and get sick of something that I made. Just would. I trust myself more than I trust somebody else. But take a look. Let's take a look at it. Look. That's salsa right there. Boom. Look at that. Look at those peppers. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay. The ribs are at 189, so a couple more minutes on that. The salmon is actually at 130, a little bit more than what you actually want for it to be smoked. You really want it to be about 125. So there is our smoked salmon that we have here, and we'll see. This is sockeye salmon. It's only about a pound of it. It's very expensive, but you get used to getting the farm raised, that the real salmon actually tastes like it's gamey because it's wild. It's eating like krill and things and stuff like that, and plankton out in the ocean and stuff, and it's living in the rivers and the clean water and stuff, as opposed to all of the antibiotics and everything else and being in just literally shit. They have so much shit in with the salmon that they farm that let me get out of the smoke. See, this is where I'm going to actually make the old wood stove is going to go over here, and I'm going to build a chimney so that way the smoke will go up higher. But there's so much shit in the water that they actually have tilapia, which actually love shit. They eat shit. They're kind of like eagle fans. But they put those in there to eat the shit from all the salmon. Circle of life. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, where we try and answer what's for dinner today. So today, we ended up using our smoker like crazy. So I ended up actually making salsa, smoked salsa, and actually canned 8 pints of it. Yeah. And I even ended up doing 8 pints of hot peppers from my garden and stuff. But anyway, that's not why you're here. You're here for dinner. So I've got a country rib that I got from my local butcher. I ended up taking my potatoes that I grew, making some potato salad, and we got a cucumber salad. So first, let's try. Oh, he made the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is the easiest thing to make. Just make sure that when you put it's emulsifier, is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. That you make sure you put that in the egg in the bottom and hit it first. If you don't, it's going to be oily. No raisins. And we got the cucumber salad, vinegar, feta cheese, onions, oregano. Tastes like a Greek salad. And our country rib. Oh, look at that. Tender. Look. We did a dry rub with some chipotle chili powder, some cinnamon, a little bit of brown sugar, some cumin, garlic salt, and we put yellow mustard on first. Tell them it's set. That is good. And then we put it in the smoker at about 225 for about 3 hours. Now, we ended up doing a balsamic vinaigrette barbecue sauce just to keep it kind of light. And man, that's good. If anything, a little less salt because I don't like a lot of salt. And baby, how's the salmon? I don't like salmon.
It's good with green sauce.
She said it's very good with green sauce. And that's it. That's what we're having for dinner today. And I'll have the full video of all this done tomorrow. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I'm getting my eat on. And I'll see you tomorrow, where we'll answer what's for dinner.